back, everybody, to Final Fantasy XIV once again. Last time we left off, we had done the Reborn Hildebrand quest line, which took a while. And now we're going to continue it into the Heavensward Hildebrand quest line and see how that goes for us. So we have Nashu here at the Pillars, so we're going to go ahead and talk to her. I don't know if Hildebrand's finally managed to make it out of the sky or not. Well, be Narn Scorched just in the flesh. Pleasure to see you again. Wait, is this what you call a serendipity? It is, isn't it? That settles it. You've got to help me find the inspector. Cool, I was hoping you'd silently agree. So I've been trying to calculate the trajectory the inspector took when he was catapulted to the sky again. I triple-checked my figures and concluded he must have landed somewhere here in Ishgard. Unfortunately, the investigation hasn't been proceeding as smoothly as I hoped. But now that you're here, we're sure to make some progress. Come, let's speak with the merchant and see if anybody hasn't had dealings with a gentlemanly Highlander. A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? My apologies, but I cannot say I've had dealings with a man as you describe. It's been a while since we've been here in the Heavensward area. Good day to you, madame. Oh, are you looking for someone? A gentlemanly Highlander? I know not this man you speak of, but perhaps Mistress Alice does. She's well acquainted with rather a lot of merchants and noblemen. I've sold my fair share of goods to Highlander adventurers, but I did not describe such clients as particularly gentlemanly, I'm afraid. Let's talk to this Elise person, then. As ever, warm welcome to you, miss. How may I be of service? A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? Now that I think about it, I have heard tell of a foreigner who may be the man whom we seek. Begging your pardons, miss, but did you say you know Inspector Hildebrand? An acquaintance of yours, I presume? I do not know his name, only that he is here by invitation of Lord Edmund, or so it is rumored. Surely as a word of House Fortemps, it'd be a trifling matter to go and ask after him at the manor. Cool, I knew it would be serendipity to Fortemps Manor. Alright. I think it's right over here, isn't it? It's been a long time since I've been in this hub city. That is kind of the nice thing about having the time to go back and do some stuff that I didn't do the first time around. I was just so focused on reaching the end of the game at the time. Well met, Mr. Scorchdust. Do you require assistance? Aye, as you say, at the time, Lord Emmett is entertaining a foreign guest. And so, we found the inspector. If I'm not mistaken, their meeting should be ending shortly. If you like, you may retire to the gazebo and wait for our guest to depart. Gazebo? Aren't those dangerous? Then again, you seem a responsible sort. Not like a wild gazebo to run amok. Very well, we'll humbly accept your offer. If it wakes up, I'll have you there to protect me. Fair enough, fair enough. Sure, certainly looks dangerous. Good thing I'm here. That must be Inspector Hildebrand. Cannot well imagine how outdoors your journey must have been. Truth be told, I found the brisk Corinthian air to be rather invigorating. It stimulates the body and mind both, a welcome benefit when one who must discuss matters of commerce. I dare say it would not have been accomplished so much otherwise. There, Inspector, I've been looking all over for you. I say, who do I see before me? Not one but two of my beloved son's faithful companions. Lord Godbord, but I thought... Hildy and Ishgard. This is the first I've heard of it. Aha, I found you at last, heretic. Yes, you, the hulking brute with a mad gleam in his eye. Your brazen heresy is plain for all to see. Surrender yourself to acquisition at once. I beg your pardon? This man is of Udon, a merchant here at the behest of House Fortemps. Such baseless accusations will not be tolerated. A guest of House Fortemps, then he can't possibly. Though there were two wards but they will be acquitted of all charges in tribal combat, and if he demands the right to, then I would personally have to... Oh dear. A thousand apologies, good sir. I spoke out of turn. I'm Seer, and as you may have guessed, I'm an Inquisitor who has been in charge of investigating reports of rather suspicious, possibly heretical individual. Oh ho, a heretic, you say? One who bears a passing resemblance to me. Aye, a man rather muscular, wearing dark garments and acquitting himself in somewhat gentlemanly fashion, some might say. This heretic sounds like the spitting image of Inspector Hildebrand. Could he be a fan? Say again, you're acquainted with such a man. I see, and the man you're looking for is Lord Godbud's son. It would seem that our investigations may be connected, so I put you to a proposal. First reported sightings of the heretic I'm tracking came from Falcon's Nest. Maybe we should journey there together. It is, after all, possible we're seeking the self-same individual. If so, and if he is innocent, it'd be for the best if he were present when I apprehend him. I might resolve this matter without incident. I say we go with him, Narn. This looks to be our best lead yet. And I shall accompany you all. It's been far too long since I laid eyes on my beloved son. If there's a chance we might be reunited, I should be glad to seize it. Then it's settled. We shall leave for Falcon's Nest at once. Alright, Falcon's Mess is around somewhere else, so let's go ahead and... Yeah, Western Highlands. Alright. Mr. Scorchdust, are these your traveling companions? The mysterious muscular vagabond. Ah yes, patrol sighted him lurking near the desk vigil. Thinking he might be a lost traveler, they called out to him, but rather than approach, he fled. Quite frankly, I'm surprised you bothered to come all this way. The sighting barely warranted a mention of my report. Aha, the unmistakable scent of heresy. Oh, terribly sorry. Old habit I picked up from my mentor. I know. I will not rush to judgment as before. Still, such as much I hope you find your missing inspector, I must confess some small desire that we had instead unearthed a lingering pocket of heresy. Of late, there have been virtually no confirmed instances of heretical misdeeds. It's gotten so bad that some are speculating our funding may be reduced, or worse, the acquisition's operations might come under review. That is why, alone as my witness, I will find and bring a heretic to justice, and prove that our order stone's value in these uncertain times. Yes, I understand you have your reasons, but whatever or not, this vagabond was a heretic remains to be unseen. Still, if you have set upon your course, you may begin your search in your death's vigil. An excellent suggestion, Sir Redwald. Should we succeed in our endeavor, rest assured that you'll share in the glory. The hunt continues, onward to Death's Vigil. I'm told that region is especially cold, so do not forget to dress appropriately for the weather. I don't think Godbird understands the concept of cold. I guess I may as well just fly, right? That's the fun part of having the ether currents unlocked after all. This is actually pretty far out here. I forgot this is actually a pretty big zone. Fury, take me, it's freezing. Bah, this is a waste of time. No living thing can survive in this godforsaken wasteland. Look over there, someone's coming from the vigil. Inspector, is that you? As I live and breathe, of all places to be reunited with Master Zombiebrand's compatriots, how fare you this fine evening? Hark, a heretic raised from the dead by his brothers in holy magics. He's not a heretic, he's one of the gentle dead men. What brings you so far from your dog, good sir? Well, as you know, ours is a rather lonely existence, so when we heard rumors of an abandoned fortress held by zombies, we were delighted. I was chosen to serve as an emissary and settle immediately, alas it seems my efforts were for naught. Ah, truly, every last one dead. That is to say, are irrecoverably dead? If only it was necessary, then so be it. Still, after coming all this way, it's more than a little disappointing, you understand. Then my calculations were wrong, and the Inspector didn't land in Corythius? Now, don't fret so. If it is our overlord you seek, then you're in luck. As the founder of the Gentle Dead Men, our fates and our ether are inextricably entwined. In fact, I can feel it calling to me now. Truly, good sir, you can guide us to Inspector Hildebrand. As surely as my rotting nose can lead me to a fresh brains. Follow me, my friends. One must remain vigilant for heresy, for it can manifest in a myriad of ways. 'Tis a vile, insidious sickness which needs to be burned out ere the infection takes hold. Surely zombification would qualify, yes? Confound it, they left us behind. Listen to that Heaven's Word quest chime. That's been a while since I've heard that. Who do you think they are, commandeering this investigation and employing a zombie as a bloodhound? It's a beggar's belief. We must regain control of the situation with me, Narn. So I kind of expected the other, like, smarter inspector would kind of be a part of this as well. Just considering I think he's from this area. Pretty sure he's from Crithius, didn't he say that in the beginning when he first showed up? But maybe this seer guy is essentially taking his spot in this. Frost grenade. Hold a moment, my friends. I must needs concentrate. Master Zombiebrand is indeed nearby, but there is also something else. We have a powerful magic, confounding my senses. I can guide you no further. We need to split up and search the area. Now see here, these wastes are infested of wild beasts, and you would have us split up. Narn can handle herself, true, and you've clearly no reason to fear death, but what of Mistress Nashu? I take your meaning, my good zombie Narn. Pray see to the lady's protection. Inquisitor Sire, would you take the lead? Come on, you two. The inspector's out there somewhere. Don't worry, we have a kid do as well. Yeah, we'll try walking for the moment. I really don't think these enemies would actually attack me, considering the 40 level difference, but I don't know. I'll pretty much one-shot them all, so... No, they're not going to bother me. Oh, we're about there. Trudging through the icy wastelands. Look, Narn, that's got to be the inspector. And he's surrounded by giant, fluffy man-shaped gazebos. Nay, my lady, these are not mere gazebos. Note their regal bearing. They are gentlemen gazebos, fearsome yet fat as his foes, who would surely tear me rotting limb from rotting limb. Only Narn can save Master Zombie right now. Alright, if we have to. Hi. And there we go. Just one magic circle and that's all it took. Yes, this is indeed a familiar pose. Inspector, Inspector, can you hear me? We've been looking all over for you. Oh, this just won't do. We gotta get you out of there before you catch cold. Ugh. Up and at 'em. Everyone is waiting for you. Forgive me. If I pull any harder, my arms would like to tear. Ah, there you are. We heard shouting. Have you perchance found something? If you retake me, is that my heretic? Confound it. I wanted him alive. Inspector Hildebrand is definitely not a heretic. He's probably not dead either. He's just hibernating like last time. Hildy ever was a late riser. Fear not, my wife and I had ways of waking him. This man has less clothes every time we see him. Killed him. Oh. Right this instant. Too high up to hear the screams. Nice. Was it the Man of a Meteor Strike or the Man of a Meteor Drive? Maybe Julian was right. Trying to name everything only leads to needless confusion. One more time, then. Out you go! Splendidly suplex, Lord Grobart. Where am I? In the snowy wastelands of Corythius? And who are these people I see before me? But of course, who else would venture into the hospital climbs and wake me from a slumber sweet but my beloved fans? Why do I feel as though I've stepped through a portal into an alternate reality unbound by the laws of logic? What is this, a mammoth? Where did it come from? Oh, that? When my father drove me into the earth, I found it buried beneath the snow. Little Lalafellin girl, how adorable. Nashu, please, note the firm muscular legs sounding like my own. 'Tis clearly a Lalafellin boy. Now that you mention it, I suppose his features are rather masculine. You two cannot possibly be serious. I'm the very soul of seriousness, good sir, especially in matters of abduction. This is undoubtedly a young boy who, much like myself, fell into a deep slumber upon being buried beneath the snow. Now then, let's gently wake him as certain his identity. There, that ought to do it. GGG. What is this place? Who am I? Interesting. It would seem that although Father's ungentle administration served to restore these young boys to life, he also robbed him of his memory. How did I get here? Who am I? Why can I not remember? Do not worry, young man. Everything will be alright. Take it from me. I have lost my memory more times than I can even remember. Then can you help me remember? Hearken to me now, for I, Hildebrand, agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby swear to solve the mystery of the amnesiac Hobbledehoy. Wonderful, wonderful. I'll get started on a batch of Nashu's delights. Effectiveness as your explosives were in the past, I suspect that young Gigi lacks the hardy constitution required to survive such an approach. Gigi, is that my name? When you woke, you were muttering GGGG. I suspect the phrase may hold some significance to you. So until such time as we learn your real name, I say why not adopt it as a playful moniker? But that's just a sound all mammoths make. What kind of imbecile goes and names a mammoth Gigi anyways? Gigi, I like this name. Thank you, kind sir, but how will the new name help me to remember who I am? Patience, Gigi, this is only the beginning. Next we'll return to the city and see if we cannot find any who know who you are. Come along. Now that I know our Overlord is safe and sound, I too must take my leave of you and return to my brothers. I dare say rigor mortis will set in if I remain here any longer. Bound for Thonalon, then allow me to accompany you. Jillian will give me no end of trouble if I keep her waiting much longer. Though perhaps she will forgive me once I tell her of Hildy's return. This is a rather lot to digest, though you have the look of one accustomed to such happenings. In any case, regardless of Mistress Nashu's protestations, the inspector will not be granted access to the capital until we can confirm that he's not a heretic. Have my word that he'll be treated fairly. Another ominous shadow person. What could it be this time? Perhaps Hildebrand's grandfather? I guess we could teleport right straight to the Foundation. Fear take me, that man. Ah, Narn. I suppose you have heard the news, then. That Inspector Hildebrand was cleared of all suspicion. Just to be more than an eccentric curiosity. If you're looking for him, good luck. I wanted to thank him for his cooperation, but as soon as the Temple Knights released him, he and his assistant ran off to God's nowhere with the mammoth in tow. As for my investigation, in spite of all the twists and turns, I managed to salvage a satisfactory result. As far as the Inquisition is concerned, the suspicious Vanagon was not more than a zombie which wandered away from the desk vigil. Sickness which has since been purged. So it seemed that all is right with the world once more. For now I have no doubt that the Inspector will turn up again like a bad gill. And when he does, trouble is sure to follow. Back to the previews. Which we'll be continuing right now. I pray this Eve finds you well, Narn, or at least better than it finds me. It seems I have no choice but to seek out the Inspector and convince him to surrender up his mammoth to me. 'Twas on Earth under most suspicious circumstances, after all, and who can say what secrets or heresy it might hold? Therefore the Inquisition would conduct a thorough inspection, and if it needs must, destroy it. Given his affinity for the contraption, I fear that the Inspector may not be amenable to my request. Nevertheless, he must be made to see that as in the interest of public safety, but you be willing to help me persuade him. Fear be praised, at least you have some reason. Let's pray he will as well. I'm given to understand that while the Inspector and his assistant have been wandering all over the city with the mammoth in tow, they often frequent the gazebo near Four Temps Manor. With any luck, they'll be there now. I think I can go ahead and take the Ethernet right from here. Go and go to the last vigil, I think. Very well, shall we scour all creation, from the deepest pits of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens? The answers we seek. Every day shall be filled with grand adventures, the stuff of fairy tales and legends. Huzzah, a grand adventure in the deepest pits of the seven hells. Just so, such is the creed of Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. Very well posed, Gigi. Well posed. I dare say you have the potential to be an exemplary inspector someday. Right, that's enough of that. By virtue of the authority invested in me by the supreme sacred terminal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine, hereby command you to surrender the mammoth of suspected heretical origin into my custody. Why, hello there, Narn, an Inquisitor, sire. Ever the jester, accusing poor Gigi of being a clockwork heretic, but it's plain that it's just merely a precocious young lad. Oh, there we go again. It's confusing the poor girl, as if those big, beautiful, boxy eyes are the soul of femininity. Now, as you please, we're not witness to the magnificent display of Manivalian masculinity mere moments ago. That's because you haven't taught her any better. She needs a proper role model to show her what's what. It's just scorched us, Inspector Scara. What is all this commotion? We can hear you from the courtyard. Oh, Lord Edmond, my sincerest apologies for the disturbance. I have come to seize this mammoth on behalf of the Inquisition, a fact which I clearly explained to the Inspector before you arrived. At which point they set to bickering about the contraption's gender. What do you say, my lord? Do you think Gigi is a boy or girl? Just clearly a strapping young lad, no? If you really take me, not you too, as the whole world gone mad. Fine, fine, but even supposing that Gigi is a real boy, you cannot deny that the circumstances of his discovery and miraculous resuscitation were most unusual. He cannot be suffered to roam the city with impunity until the Inquisition has determined he is not a threat. Beg your pardon, miraculous resuscitation. I see, then until such time as Gigi recovers his memory map, it would be best if you adopt him as a ward of House Manderville. I'll even stand as witness here and now if you wish. Adopt? And that would make me Gigi's father? Doubtless the Inquisition would think better of taking any action which might threaten the cordial relationship between our two houses. Yes, yes, of course, I'll do it. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire, do hereby grant this child the patronage of House Manderville. Papa Hildy! Papa Hildy! The inspector's finally become a father. It's so beautiful. Quite, Now, if you no longer fear the Inquisition, you are free to show Gigi more of our fair city. Indeed, I strongly encourage you to do so. Mayhap by the grace of the Furies, something will jog his memory. Thank you, Lord Edmond. I shall not forget this kindness. Come, my faithful assistant, my beloved son, we must away. Oh, hello, and I will not presume to question your grand design, but confound it all. Well, mayhap I cannot detain the mammoth, but I am still within my rights to observe the blasted thing. Lord Gobert will be pleased to hear that his son is as healthy as ever. Not that I presume to meddle on the mother's father's behalf. I certainly am not without consent. Guy knows what's up. You don't want to be railroaded by Hildebrand's insanity, you have to roll with it. That's actually down below. Let's see. Oh, there it is, okay. Come now, Gigi. Surely gazing upon this wonderful work of Ashgardian architecture stirs something within your soul. This grand house of House Duran, Master Tempsart? Pray do not fill the mammoth's head with such nonsense. That is the supreme sacred terminal of Halak Inquisitory Doctrine. I should know, I work there. Furthermore, I'm quite certain that there is no House Dora Maltempsiart. And that is a rather lucrative parenthood of the 4 high houses, concluding that esteemed house which but recently stood as witness to your adoption. Well, Gigi, do you remember anything? No, nothing. I say, rather than parading before the grandiose, will we not give him a taste of something more prosaic? Let's make our way to the Holy Sables, and that he might bask in the singular sights, sounds, and smells of Ishgar's famous chocobos. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Skysill Manufactory, it seems to be a good spot for this. Actually, I have a lot of blue quests here. Huh. It looks like some of them are job related, and there's one that's well, it is technically still job related, but it's like craft job related, I'm pretty sure. Splendid specimens of horse bird flesh, would you not agree? In the hands of a skilled jockey, any one of them could take first place at the saucer. These chocobo are the pride of the Ishgarden cavalry, and any temple knight who dare exploit them for personal gain would answer to the fury yourself. How about now, Gigi? Do you remember anything about Ishgard? Be sure to sit the chocobos, it might help. It didn't. You know, just because you found him in a Corinthian snowbank, it doesn't mean he hails from Ishgard. Which is why we ought to try taking him to the markets and exposing him to all manner of goods from across Orzia. Excellent suggestion, Inquisitor. Wait, am I not complicit in this farce? If you forgive me. But I want one. Buy me a chocobo, please, Father. Father, that strange-looking thing is staring at us. GG. Am I that strange looking? Ah, poor thing. Onward to the Jewel Crozier. I'm starting to remember how this hub city works. Essentially, it's just going up and down, up and down. Alright, let's see if we find anything here. This does kind of seem like the best idea so far. Why bother? It's no use. No, Gigi, you must not give in to despair so easily. Did I not promise you your days filled with grand adventures and the eventual discovery of your misled memories? Spirits, Gigi, spirits. Whoops. My word, a vase flung to the ground with reckless abandon. Could this be this opening salvo of an indiscriminate campaign of vandalism? One waged by your wild gesticulations, perhaps. At least look before you strike a pose. The gods only know how much that vase cost. 123,504,000 gil at last assessment. It was over 700 years old and graced the homes of a dozen archbishops, 8 counts, 2 lord commanders, and 1 duke. 100 million gil. Oh, hello, why have you forsaken me? Oh, hey, it's fixed. Well, would you look at that? It's a miracle, nay, the divine intervention of the Fury yourself. Did I do that? GG, my boy, that was marvelous. You're a born artistician, just like father. Papa Hildy's papa? Your grandpapa, Godbert, the man who woke you with a few gentle taps to the noggin. You wouldn't believe what else he could do with that hammer of his. Why, some folks say he wields the very powers of life and death. Once he and the missus come back from their tour of the Western Highlands, I'm sure they'd love to see that trick of yours. Do not demean this mammoth's power as a mere parlor trick. We must witness a miracle, and I demand that you all acknowledge it. This mammoth. Sir, I say, sir, 100 million gil for the mammoth. Nay, 100 million gil in the Duke's priceless vase. My word, is that this what passes for trade in Ishgard? Gigi is my flesh and blood. I will not sell him at any price. Please, Papa Hildy, no more. I know you mean well, but you cannot deny the truth no longer. I'm a mammoth. Gigi, whatever has gotten into you? You're my son. You are a Manderville man. Listen to your papa, Gigi. You're a Manderville girl, through and through. Stop it, both of you. You're not my papa or my mama. Well, that's unfortunate. But it's only to be expected. Gigi is at a rebellious age. Strange as it may sound, I too tested my parents' patience, and that on more than one occasion. But if they could weather the storm, then so can I. I say we find out what's got him thinking he's a mammoth. But he is a mammoth, how can you not? Oh, never mind. The course of fatherhood never did run smooth, but I, Hildebrand, the guardian of Gigi, doting parent extraordinaire, shall find a way to overcome his trial and be reconciled with my beloved son. That's the spirit. Solving a simple case of childhood rebellion should be easy for a man who's unmasked thieves, defeated duelists, and led armies of the undead. Yes, that's all very... Wait, what was that about the undead? Actually, don't tell me. For now, all that matters is finding that mammoth. We should begin by speaking of the sentry stationed at the city gates and the airship landing. If Fury help us, he has left Ishgard. We didn't know about it sooner than later. I will visit the Ark of the Worthy, while the inspector and assistant head to the airship landing. You can question the guard at the gate near the manufactory. After which we'll regroup there and share our findings. Dismissed. Well, it's just you and me again, that can do. Once again, we're pretty much just flipping back up to the upstairs, I'm pretty sure. Or downstairs. Yeah, okay. I do love how fast it teleports. Just something amusing about it, I guess. Little fellow with a wide-brimmed hat. Ah, he came through here. Bought passage on a supply ship bound for Falcon's Nest. One of them was named Lalafels, right? Funny little buggers. Seemed keen to be anywhere but here. Well, if Gigi left the city, it was left by the main gates. In the centuries of the airship landing, I have not seen anyone matching in this description. Falcon's Nest, very take me. Must we return to that freezing pit of despair? Whereversoever Gigi goes, I'll follow him and find him and embrace him as my son once more. However, I surmise our final destination lies far beyond the walls of said outpost. Indeed, there's but one reason he returned to those frozen wastes. To frolic in the snow and cast his worries to the winds. Really, he seemed in no mood to frolic when I last saw him. As Arcoli uses arcane powers to mend a vase, only to become morose and belligerent when it became clear to him that he was in fact a mammoth. One might even say he remembered what he was, remembered his purpose, and so he returned to the Western Crithias, the famous breeding ground for heresy, where first we found him. Home to his heretic masters to share with them the intelligence he had gathered on the city. At long last, the undeniable, unquestionable, and unmistakable scent of heresy. What are we standing around for? We have a heretic to catch. Inspector, I'm trying to think that Inquisitor Sire might think very highly of our little girl. It is possible, and I would not presume to know his feelings or he voice them explicitly. Till such time as he does, we shall endeavor to superiorly bring him around to the opinion that Gigi is a boy of pure heart and good intent. Subtly in all things, Nashu. That is the Manderville way. Can I actually just go out to, I'm actually unsure. Okay, yeah, it does lead out this way. Okay, then. Alright, we're no doubt going to be going out this way quite a bit of ways, so... Aha, I knew it. The mammoth immediately left the outpost and looks to have headed north along the river. By the fear, I cannot wait to finally catch him in the company of heretics. I don't much like your tone, Inquisitor. If our baby girl ran afoul of any heretics, she'd look him square in the eye and tell him she doesn't want any. Hey, Inspector, I think I just found one of those moments, you know, of insight. Maybe Gigi came out here to find Lord Garbort, and I did tell her that our grandpapa might like to see that trick of hers. Brilliant deduction, Nashu. He must be eager to meet his grandparents. The self-same ones he renounced when he declared you were not his father. Aha, what a fine young gentleman, eager to exploit his heritage. Let's make haste, my friends, for a reunion of 3 generations of Manderville's beckons. I really can't be bothered. You get used to it, man. Heading north, okay. It's a very, okay, cloudy. I was gonna say foggy, but I guess cloudy doesn't work out that way. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm not playing Rift to actually take fall damage. Oh, that's funny. They continue to the north, alright. At least in this game, I don't think... Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't actually die from fall damage in this game. It'll just bring you to 1 HP. And since nothing in this area is going to attack me, it's not going to matter, so... Technically, I can't really die from fall damage, so... What's going on here? I'm gonna snowball fight. The mammoth lies motionlessly in the snow, fragments of ice stuck to its cap, suggesting the impact of something small and round traveling at high speed. My head, who? Oh, it's you. You followed me. Gigi, if you wanted to have a snowfall fight with your grandparents, you should have just said so earlier. Papa Hildy was very worried. But he's glad to see you are unharmed. It would seem he was struck by a snowball, much like these stern blocks. These Deadstein blocks. Are you sure he isn't damaged? As if a mere blow to the head could fell our Gigi. We Manivores are made of sterner stuff. I myself have been driven headfirst into the earth on no fewer than 24 occasions. Several times from mom's blood, and my mind is no less brilliant from the experience. I expect the Earth was no less brilliant from the experience. There. Why are you nodding? Oh, he's behind me, isn't he? Good fortune that crossed paths with you lot so far from civilization. Forgive me for not taking notice earlier. I was engrossed in my duel with Julian, but how rude of you. How rude of me. Would you care to join us? Grandpa Godbert. Mama Nashu says you wield the powers of life and death. I beg of you. Grandpa Godbert, grant me life. Make me a real boy. Interesting. Are you sure about this, son? It may sting a little. I will endure whatever I must become a real boy. Then let us begin. This body, it's everything I ever wanted. It's perfect. Thank you, Grandpa Godbert. Thank you. But I've not begun to begin. By Garout, guide my hammer. Nice. Papa Hildy, I'm a Manorville man. Gigi, my son, come to your father. Let me have a look at you. Papa Hildy. Gigi. Is he just gonna like fall apart or something like that? I'm kind of worried. Oh no. He's so proud. Now that brings back some memories. Hobbit Hildy, oh dear. Who could have done such a thing? Oh, looks like he got transformed back into, By the Fury, it's just like the face all over again. Miraculously restored to its original form. Gigi, my boy, upon further consideration, I believe that this body might suit you best. It is, how shall I put it, more manageable. And much more adorable. But how can I ever be accepted as your son if I remain a mammoth? Is that what's been troubling you all this time? Why didn't you say so? A man male is more than mere flesh and bone. He is vigor, compassion, honor. A gentleman for all seasons. Be you man or machine, it makes no difference. If they call you a mammoth, you look them in the eye and say, nay, I'm a Manorville mammoth. Mother, father, forgive me for not consulting with you earlier, but circumstances forced my hand. I have formally adopted Gigi as my son and ward of House Manorville. Ye gods, I knew he was fond of the mammoth, but did you hear that woman? Our son's gone and got himself a son. Grandpa Godbert, Grandpa Godbert. That all makes sense now. Grandpapa Godbert and Grandmama Julan. I've been waiting years to hear those words. Grandpapa Godbert, Grandmama Julan. Few things in life are grander than becoming a grandparent, as they say. The bloodlust. And what's so bloody grand about it? Start running. I'll not be made grandmother to a bloody buggering mammoth. It's past time I beat some sense into my beloved boy. Fear take me. I've heard the tales of dark nights before, but no. No, it couldn't be. No, I think it was something far worse. Heretical, or like it or not. But rules be damned, I'm not risking my life to find out. They're mad, utterly mad, the whole damn lot of them. How their house could rise to such prominence, I'll never understand. Well, at least the mammoth seems to have overcome its existential crisis. Before today, I didn't know a mammoth could even have an existential crisis. Wait, what am I saying? It's a mammoth. Why should I care what it claims to think or feel? Here, take me. This idiocy is infectious. I mustn't allow myself to fall prey to it. Follow procedure. Report to your superior. One step at a time. One step at a time. Oh, we have to head back to the Foundation. Thankfully they put it like right next to where we needed to be this time. Right then, my superiors, having been informed of the Mammoth's adoption by House Manorville, as witnessed by House Fortemps, proceeded to take me to task for my gross mishandling of the situation. They remain convinced that the Mammoth is the product of heretical machinations and have commanded me to redouble my efforts to prove this incontrovertible fact. They may prove pragmatic, however, as Gigi seems to have forsaken his quest to recover his memories and thrown himself wholly into a life as a Manorville manmit, casting about for any hint of a case alongside his doting father. In any event, though I do not share my superior's conviction, I think it's safe to say there's something exceedingly unusual about that mammoth. You saw with your very own eyes how effortlessly it restored that case in itself to its original form. Reconstructive magics are not particularly rare, but his are unlike any I've ever seen before. And now we should get our preview again, I'm assuming. Doesn't seem like they're giving us like a type of previews they were giving us before. In any case, I think this is a good stopping point for the video, and I'll see you guys next time as we continue along with the case of Gigi.